riding around on Julie's Kawasaki Eliminator. She's got a 2024 Kawasaki Eliminator, the ABS, so it's not the SE. There's not a lot of differences in the SE. I think there's like three things. You get an extra color, like an orange option or something, like a, I don't know, burnt orange or sienna orange or something. The front headlight has more of a cowl on it, like a front headlight cowl, more of a retro look. And then it has, there's a USB port on the SE model. So at the time, not that big of a deal to pay the extra cost for the SE. Same engine, 450. Obviously it's bigger than mine. Mine's only my baby G 311 actually. And so this sits more of a cruiser. It's a cruiser style. Definitely sits a lot lower. It's a lot more comfortable. I gotta watch here because people from the right don't stop coming up that hill. So yeah, it's really smooth on the pull, on the clutch. It's a very, very smooth transition and shift, clutch and everything. It's a very comfortable seat. It's very low. This bike is at like 28 inches maybe seat height, 29 and a half. Maybe it's lower than that. It feels a lot lower. It's probably lower. But yeah, out cruising around on her bike. It's a beautiful day. We'll go this way. Not going down there, not on this bike, not on that gravel road. So we'll go down here and go on the back side of these businesses and go down Redbud Road. It's a nice blacktop that loops around. So yeah, I'm just gonna be out riding. It's gonna be a little bit before you see Julie girl out riding with me. She had to have surgery, so can't be doing heavy activities or anything like riding a motorcycle for 2-3 months. So it's gonna be a little bit before she's able to ride with me. Of course, filming this video, it's much later than the other one that I put out, the first Rick's Ramble. But you would think it was the same because I'm riding her bike, and I ended up finishing off that video riding her bike that day. So if I hadn't said anything, you wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known nothing. That's a big secret. But yeah, it's a little bit later. But still a nice day, 70 or whatever it is. Beautiful day to ride. So we'll take it. We will take it. We'll ride today. Tomorrow I'll ride my bike. Oh, gravel. And oh, it's so bumpy. And it's actually gonna get hot on Sunday. Man, like 86 or something. That's pretty hot. But this is Redbud Road. It's a nice road. Goes on around, curves around. It's kind of windy today. Wind's blowing out of the north. Oh, I don't know. probably 15, somewhere under there, 10 to 15. The flags have a pretty good stiff breeze to them. But yeah, we're just gonna cruise down here and enjoy riding her bike for a little bit. Get back to you in a minute. Yeah, so that's a nice windy road. It's really nice. A lot more gravel washed across the street in spots coming out of the drives. That's because a couple weeks ago we had some serious rain for a good 4 or 5 days straight. A lot of rain. So, but you gotta take it slow. You just gotta remember to ride within your comfort zone. I mean, you ain't gotta be all crazy, taking the corners tight and doing all this stuff. I mean, you're not proving it to nobody. You want to prove something to somebody, you know, stay in the upright position and enjoy the ride. You know, enjoy the ride, come back alive. You know, that's the most important thing, is ride in your comfort zone, and that's okay. That is okay. Julie rides in her comfort zone, and sometimes we go slower because I notice that she's going slower, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I want her to be safe, and I want her to enjoy the ride for a good many days. So it's about doing life together. Even if you are riding solo and you're not always riding with your best friend, that's okay. You know, that's one reason why I put the videos out here, so my friend can ride with me virtually. He can ride in the YouTube world, and that's okay. I can share my experiences with him. And that's a good thing. Except for this traffic jam or whatever's coming up here. I don't know what this is. A big truck couldn't make it up the hill, and everyone's having to get back up to speed. That may be it. But yeah, to do things together for as long as we can, that's what we want to do. And even though Julie's not out with me, I know my friend is. I don't know about anybody else out there watching this video, but I'm riding with my friend. And one day we'll ride again together, and that'll be good too. As nobody can take that away from us. So we're just going to cruise a little bit farther and head back into town. I don't like towns, but well, that's okay. thanks for going one up with me. Appreciate all the people that went for the ride. Well, we'll get out tomorrow probably on my bike and do a little bit of something on the baby G. All right. Keep it upright. Later.